trumpet already.
Enough of that,
You're
right?
done. You're out of here.
And people are excited about Friday night football, so bring on the Blitz and your 2-minute warning.
The Pizza Hut 2-minute warning. Yeah, we're supposed to have all those animations and crazy things. Well, we'll just get right to it. Is Washington County one of those teams? Hey, there it is, the 2-minute warning by Pizza Hut. And Washington County, one of those many teams that had not played since Hurricane Florence hit. Well, they were back in action against winless Perquimans, and Washington County, 1 win so far in their inaugural season. You can make it 2 because they would take it to the hizzy, the pad, the apartments, whatever you want to call it. They score, and they get the 39-10 win, make them 2-3 on the year. Farmville Central 1-4, looking for its second win on the season. Hosted Nash Central in an Eastern Plains Conference showdown, and the Jaguars in those highlighter yellow uniforms, and it would be easy to see them run all over the Bulldogs tonight. Look at them go, breaks through, and they're not gonna get them as Farmville would jump out to the lead, and they roll to the 40. Yeah, the Blitz. Go Jags, go everybody, go more Jaguars as they win it by the final of 40-20. So good win for Farmville Central on the evening. North Pitt, though, did lose to Southwest Edgecombe in Eastern Plains Conference play. We've got a lot more coming up, including all the highlights from 20 different games. But first, we're going to take you into the Zebra Zone.
I'm Steve Smith.
Raymond Smith. I'm Franklin Smith.
And we're the Smith triplets.
L12. Well, we aren't back to normal, but we are back.
Turn the course of this game right now.
We have a full Friday night of games for the first time in a month on this Week 7 edition of the Blitz. Northside and Jacksonville finally returned to the field for a big old city rivalry game. Southwest Onslow finally returned to the field. The Stallions had a first-place showdown with East Carteret. And Havelock finally returned to the field and hosted their neighbors from West Carteret. We're still working out the kinks.
Come on, we know who the better receiver is.
But don't tell me why you can't. Show me how you can.
Hey, the Blitz starts now!
All right, here we go. The first full night of high school football since Hurricane Florence hit. So let's see. I blew a tire in my car. Ooh. I might have taken out Bambi tonight, but I still got to all my games.
I don't think you want to spread that.
No, I still got to all my games. Don't tell me why you can't. Show me how you can. That's the motto we have going on here.
We wanted to see these teams come back out, fight through the hurricane. Finally, the first time since, the end of August that we really feel like everyone's back out there.
September 7th was the last time we had them all. Well, let's check out our Barber Honda Blitz Premier matchup featuring Aiden Grifton and Washington in the Eastern Carolina 2A Conference. Paul Cornwell, 1 win shy of setting the record at Aiden Grifton for most wins. Well, Washington down 8, and look at this. They're going to get the touchdown pass, and it looked like they'd have a chance to tie it up. But hold on a second. The referee says nope. They threw it when they were over the line, so the touchdown didn't count. The second one that was called back, and Aiden Grifton responded, and they would score to go up by a bunch. And Sammy says, this is not the way I wanted it to go for Washington tonight. Well, the Pampack would score here, and all of a sudden, they have a chance again if they can get the 2-point conversion and the onside kick, but Todd Leip says, ain't gonna happen on my watch. Check it out. They stop the running back. They blow the whistle right as he breaks free. Kind of the way it went for Washington tonight. Paul Cornwell, he's not giving it back. He breaks the tie with B.T. Chappell, his former coach when he played at Aiden Grifton. So now he's the record holder.
That's one of those things you'll enjoy when you're retired. But right now, it's about being 1-0 in the conference. It's a great group of kids, and we got to get ready for a tough one next week.
You win your conference opener, that's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, the goal is to be 1-0 at the end of the week, and give Washington credit. They came in here and played hard. We got to protect the ball. We had 5 turnovers, and I mean, you know, that's not going to, you're not going to be able to survive like that.
Congrats, Coach. Heck of a game.
Either way, Paul Cornwell and his Chargers now 2-0 in conference play, while Washington drops to 0-2. Let's check out some other Eastern Carolina Conference games. It was Green Central taking on North Lenore. They had to play this one in Kinston because, well, some issues in Wheat Swamp. But hey, they said we are ready to play anywhere we can. Look at North Lenore in the pink jerseys, but the problem is, no matter what jerseys they were wearing, they couldn't catch Green Central's running backs as they would take the lead and not look back. Green Central looking good tonight as they took it to North Lenore. The Hawks just couldn't get it going. They do get the fumble return here, but it was all Green Central after that, 42-26. How about one more game? It was South Lenore and West Craven having their EC2A opener. And West Craven trying to find ways to win. They won their last game before the hurricane. That was September 7th. Well, finding their groove tonight on the running game. And then, you know, I decided to ask Coach Twitchell's son, Jackson, about what he thinks his dad as a head coach. He gave me the hand. He gave me the hand. West Craven gave the hand to the South Lenore offense. Check out this pick six. It's going to go 90 yards. And West Craven gets their second straight win, interrupted by 3 weeks of inactivity. They roll over South Lenore by the final of 34-0. All right, meanwhile, in the Coastal 8 Conference, we have Southwest Onslow, which is the defending champs. East Carteret looked like they'd be a contender along with Richlands. Well, these two teams faced off tonight and wasn't even close. The Pumpkinheads coming out against East Carteret. And just like last year when they won going away in a game we thought was going to be close, well, the Mariners didn't stand a chance tonight. That's because here comes Darius Thomas, whoa, going back the other way in those all-orange unis, and that's just kind of how it went for Southwest tonight. They win this one, 55-0. Southwest Onslow with a statement win.
Carteret, 2 games this week. Just tough when you play those 2 games a week kind of deal, like all these teams will have to do.
All right, Dixon and Croatan, they were in action tonight, both looking for their first win of the year. Who would it be? In Broad Creek, and Croatan had that tough loss to East Carteret Monday, and they're going to pick off this pass. And here we go, the other way, the Cougs looking good against Dixon. And then they're going to stick it in the end zone after that. As Croatan, look at him go.
Mighty offense today.
You know, you think about what they scored Monday, then 48 more tonight over Dixon. They get their first win. Congratulations to Andrew Gurley and company as they get the win. We were hoping to have Richlands highlights. They went to Pender. We had some issues with affiliate. Doesn't matter. Richlands rolled in that one, 56-6. So Richlands, Southwest Onslow, maybe could be the 2 contenders as we are looking down the road. All right, it is time now for our Superior Metal Structures fans in the stands. We're going to take you to Havelock where the Rams so happy to be playing. We're going to check out their highlights coming up next on the Blitz. Put them anywhere you want. All right, welcome back to the Blitz in our temporary yet permanent home here.
Probably for football season.
It's probably for a while. So we got to get used to it. Don't tell me why you can't.
It'll be great when we get to embrace the elements out here.
Show me how you
Snow,
can.
rain, just
Frozen,
like football.
The frozen tent of WCTI. Well, look, it was hot action tonight between West Craven and Havelock, both hoping to contend for that
West
Coastal
Carteret.
Conference. Oh, sorry, West Carteret.
Same
Thank
color
you.
scheme.
Yeah, there you go. Let's just roll the highlights because that's what we're hoping to see. And it was a shootout like we expected. They were going to go back and forth in this one. There's that young lady again. And here is Anthony Harris handing it off.
Oh, they're just so talented.
Edmonds is one of those running backs that getting into the end zone as well. So that put Havelock up 14-0. And yeah, they were trying to turn West Carteret around. Then Anthony Harris airing it out. The Tennessee commit finding one of his many receivers. And it looked like it was going to be a runaway, but then Edmonds on the kickoff after West Carteret scored to cut it to 14-7. Here comes Edmonds again. And just like that, it was 21-7, but hold on, Anthony Harris wasn't done. This time, on a little swing pass to Welton Spotsville, the future UNC star, and Havelock, no rust for them, 63-10. They get the win over West Carteret. Jacksonville and Northside going at it. Jacksonville hadn't played since August 31st.
crazy.
Taking on Northside, and we know how talented Jacksonville is. Well, Northside actually had the ball for the whole first quarter. When Jacksonville finally got it, hey, it's Sinister Finister. He is
Finally,
back.
Brian.
And Jacksonville rolled in the second half, and they picked up the win, 35-0, shutting out Northside. How about White Oak and Swansboro in a real good one at the friendly City by the Sea? We know all the damage that happened in Swansboro. Well, they were happy to get back on the football field tonight. White Oak, a broken up pass, but White Oak and Swansboro, they were in a 15-14 game after this White Oak touchdown. This was going to go down to the wire, but then Swansboro, with a minute to go in the game, they would get the score that would put this one away, and Swansboro wins it 22-15. So good victory for Tim LaSpada and those Pirates who went through so much adversity. Well, we were supposed to change around our helmets, but we didn't do that. But I can tell you New Bern is one of those teams that was hoping to get back on the football field and continue a little bit of improvement like they'd seen in the first half of the season.
Them, along with a lot of the other Craven County schools, first time back on the field this week. Let's start with New Bern, though.
All right, let's check out the Bears in action against Southern Wayne tonight. And New Bern, it's been a while since they've had a bunch of smiles at home in those red and black uniforms. Well, they would get it tonight because they just ran all over Southern Wayne. And yeah, it was all smiles. Rare at Caruso Coach Stadium in the last couple of years. But hey, Steve Tapley now has them on a little bit of a winning streak as they get the 46-0 win over Southern Wayne. So how about them Bears playing pretty good? How about South Central at Eastern Wayne tonight?
Undefeated South Central playing at Eastern Wayne, and we're going to start off with some Eastern Wayne highlights. Desmond Vaughn, number one, he's going to pass it off to DeMonte Edwards. He cuts into South Central's lead in the second quarter. That made it a 2-point game. Into two once more from his defense, and I mean, come on, he'd get it because he is the ECU commit. Jeremy Lewis, number two, in on the tackle. South Central wins 60-26. Now, D.H. Conley, also in Wayne County, played at CB Aycock, and C.J. Johnson, who usually wears the number 5, he's actually wearing the number 22 tonight. His friend Isaiah Gamble's number, who he just had surgery yesterday to repair that torn ACL, out for the year. Tavian Jackson, though, with the touchdown, making it 21-12 Conley in the third quarter. Nate Connor's like, well, you know what? We have this offensive weapon. His name's C.J. Johnson.
CJ, 22K tonight?
Well, out of the Wildcat, he just scores. No big deal. Runs through everyone. Conley gets the win. 41-18. Now, East Duplin and Goldsboro also played tonight. Brian, I know you want to give a updated score. I think it's
you got a helmet right next to you.
20-13.
We didn't get to the game, so we're at least going to show East Duplin's helmet.
I put it on. Pretend.
Battle Holly getting his 101st win. Remember, we showed you Monday night, and then again Wednesday. He got his 100th win at East Duplin. Make it 101 as they won at Goldsboro tonight.
They ended up winning 20-13. If you didn't hear, it was the final. But now
Wallace Rose Hill. They were in action for the first time since the hurricane hit, and some big news from Kevin Motsinger.
Yeah, well, Kevin Motsinger, he actually lost a lot of his home throughout the flooding, and his family's still living 2 hours away, but he separated from them to coach some football. And this is Kanye Roberts, who goes in for the score, and Wallace just demolishes Spring Creek on the road, 60-0.
We're going to hear from Kevin Motsinger coming up next week about the tough time that he has had to go through. Bertie in action in the Northeastern Coastal Conference. They took on Old First Flight. What a game in Windsor between these two schools. The Nighthawks have become a pretty quality team. Remember, they're barely 2 decades old as a school, and flying like the Wright brothers, they go to the air, and that would set up a touchdown. But Bertie in the darker uniforms, by the time this one was all said and done, it was Bertie who would get the win, 24-20. So go ahead, Bertie. That's 2 in a row. Remember, they beat Gates County last week. All right, we got our play of the day, our Vidant Wellness play of the day. And for that, we're going to take you back out to Havelock, where Anthony Harris, the deep pass, he had a bunch of touchdowns running and throwing today as Havelock put 60 on West Carteret. And they are looking good. More highlights are next on the Blitz. Out those. All right, thank you for watching the Blitz. Big rivalry game tonight between Riverside and South Creek. Riverside's dominated this series through the years, One win last year by South Creek, though, helped kind of spice it back up again. They played tonight. Our photographer had some issues. Got there right as the game was ending. We know the final score was Riverside 1.
They won by the final. We have it written down here. Oh, no.
You lost it?
I lost it. Oh, there it is. 25-8.
Riverside 1. And for Asim McGill, that's his 100th career win. Greg Payne did catch up with him.
Did someone say 100? Did you say it? Did you say it? Well, yes, Coach McGill gets that 100th victory, and it's a rivalry game. And, of course, Coach keeping it classy, saying he owes all of it to the team behind him.
To win 100 games, me and Coach McGill had a lot of great players to coach throughout my career since I've been here. When I got here, it was Williamson High School. It's now Riverside High School. So it's a testament to Martin County and all the kids here and all the parents who gave me the opportunity to coach their young men. Anytime you can beat your rivals in school 10 miles up the road, it's very big. And, you know, last year we lost to them in the conference game, so we wanted a little revenge, and we got it tonight.
It feels great, man. I love Coach McGill. He's a great coach. He helps us out. He's like the only coach out there half the time, man. I love him, man. He's a good coach.
So, of course, after an achievement like that, I had to ask Coach, how do you celebrate 100 victories? Do you go to Olive Garden or Bojangles or Hardee's? And he says no. Now it's just time to prepare for the next matchup. Reporting for the Blitz Battle Royale, Greg Payne for News Channel 12.
Let's keep it in the Coastal Plains Conference, where Pamlico, undefeated on the season, went to the south side of Beaufort County. Beautiful evening to watch some football, especially if you're Pamlico. Lamont Murray, the senior quarterback, going to keep it on the option. And look at number 1 go.
We need a nickname. What's his nickname? You need
Figured one out. L-Train, maybe. We're working on it. Then he'd hand off to the super sophomore. That would be Savon Tutt. They call him Tank.
Hey, let's go, kick out team.
And yeah, special teams, old Tank would look more like a Ferrari on this one. He is one of the best cutback runners you'll see. Watch him follow his block, and whoop, comes right back in. And it was that kind of night for Jeff Caro and the Southside Seahawks. Pamlico gets the win over Southside, running away in this one by the final of 45-14. How about some 8-man action? Parrott Academy. They were taking on those Rocky Mount Academy Eagles that beat them in the opening game this year. Well, not tonight, as Coach Matt Beeman and those Patriots, they would take it right to those Eagles tonight. That's not going to work. That's a safety. Parrott Academy gets the win, and they get a little revenge on Rocky Mount Academy. We'll see you next week on the Blitz.